The next part of today's agenda is to talk about where is ag forestry at. And our fallow season will be the focus of our update. And many of you remember that in June we announced that we would pause for the 2020-2021 academic year, and we would be working beneath the soil to really understand what it is that ag forestry needs to be doing for the future. And we paused classes 42 and 43 because as we sat back and looked at all of the factors, so we crunched the numbers and we said, gosh, if we need to rent larger spaces, if we can't have roommates, will that cost significant? Will speakers be available to present in person? Will we have key tours like the Walla Walla Penitentiary and the dam tour and all of those things that make ag forestry a truly unique experience? What would happen if they weren't available? And we're feeling pretty good that we made the right decision to pause, because I guarantee you that class 42 would not be walking through the penitentiary next month. We would not have a dam tour, and many people would not be available to meet in person, including our participants, because they're under employer travel restrictions. So what we're going to do with this time, we're going to figure out how we can facilitate more alumni engagement. Ta-da, here you are today. Here's a small step in that direction. We also launched our newsletter, The Dirt. And also, we are looking to enhance program curriculum to assure sustainability of the program. And finally, we're challenging ourselves to think about, we have this incredible traditional program, what else can we do? And so with that, I'm going to turn the presentation over to Hannah Pausch, our program director, to provide a program update. Hannah.
Thanks, Matt. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon, and thank you so much for being with us today. So as we started the fallow year, the first thing that we needed to figure out is how are we going to keep class 41 and 42 engaged? So class 41 has one seminar left, their graduation seminar, and class 42 has just wrapped up their first year. So we put together a menu of voluntary bonus programs. And the highlight of this season has really been the mentorship program. So we had more alumni mentors sign up than we were able to match with class participants. And that is a delightful problem to have. And the feedback coming in has just been really extremely positive, both from mentors and mentees. These relationships are providing value and blossoming quickly. So once we kind of got our feet on the ground around the classes and how to keep them engaged, we were able to turn our attention to how are we going to enhance the program and ensure that sustainability to get us through the next 42 years. So as we look at the program, from speakers to funders to coordinators, we're seeing people step away, and succession is proving to be a significant threat to our ability to deliver the program. Additionally, as we delve into the curriculum and the seminars, we have the opportunity to ask ourselves, is this current? Is this the most current? Is this the most relevant? And where do we need to make some updates to the program? The last time that our program was actually documented was in 2005. And so we have the opportunity to do some new documentation and to really dive into what are our desired outcomes and how do we make sure that our curriculum is aligned to those and supports those. And although we're always asking how can this be enhanced and what can we do to enhance what we're doing, the fallow period gives us a chance to ask that at a deeper level. So we're looking to enhance those learning opportunities. And as we consider those objectives, we're working toward 3 deliverables. First, we're creating a facilitator's guide because it's time to document the curriculum again and figure out what those intended learning outcomes are and how to create relevant and current curriculum and build flexibility in to be able to make amendments and adjust and adapt as time goes on. This will ensure consistency and accountability, and this is what's going to allow us to grow organizationally as we start exploring taking on new programs and expanding. And so seminar teams, historically, our seminars were planned and facilitated by partner organizations. And as those organizations have fallen off, that work has been absorbed by the staff. And this year, we'd like to revive that way of planning the seminars. We think that we can do a better job of leveraging expertise and networks throughout the state and throughout different industries to make sure that we keep with current and relevant, and that we're enhancing learning opportunities at every opportunity. And I think the use of teams will really help us mitigate against that succession risk. And the last thing we need to do is we need to come up with a plan. How are we going to shepherd class 42 through their second year and class 43 beginning their first year in a COVID world if this persists and we still need to make adaptations to the program? So putting together a plan B, a solid plan B, so that we're ready if this continues. So then we get to talk about new programs, and developing new ag forestry programs has been a conversation that's been circulating around the network for a long time. I know we all feel the need to have ag forestry 2.0, or when can we get together again? When can we do this? So you guys supporting us through Fallow has really given us the opportunity to explore the possibilities around that. And I want to walk you through our work plan and just where we're at. So the first thing that we needed to do is define our core competencies. What is it that we as an organization are really, really good at? And what is it that ag forestry brings uniquely to the table? And so we spent some time defining that. And then we started this phase of research, which Matt's going to be able to give you guys some insight into what we found. But we need to do a needs assessment and really ask, what are the current needs? We need to understand needs, and we need to understand how well we're doing at meeting them. And next, we need to look at the market. What's already out there? What's missing? And you'll notice on the research phase that, like all good plans, flexibility is needed. And so we've amended our estimated completion. So we've been spending the last month doing some research interviews, and that's what Matt will share with you, but then we'll be getting into the market comparison through the end of the year. And as we come into the new year, we'll begin development. We anticipate being able to put forth some proposals for what new programs would look like based on our research in the end of March. And then we will have a season of refinement. There will be some back and forth. We need to get more stakeholder feedback about what we're proposing. And then when the programs are ready, we'll be ready to roll out new ag forestry programming, and we're so excited. So I'm going to pass it back to Matt to share what we've learned in the last month.
Thanks, Hannah.